transparent.com. Is what we've seen from you so far this season the product of just health, confidence, all the above?
Yeah, I'd definitely say I took a big leap in confidence from my freshman year. I feel like I'm more comfortable with the playbook and just, now that I've been put, in that situation, on the island, I feel a lot more comfortable than I did last year. So I say that's the biggest thing is just confidence and getting in the playbook.
Think about the images from the Wake Forest game last year.
Yeah.
Did you think about, wow, I've come a long way since
Yeah.
then?
Yeah, definitely in the offseason, just remembering those moments and just using that, I think, has been the biggest thing for me. I remember Matt Jarrell's Coach Sweeney, he plays a lot of the bad moments on the big screen. So I mean, just looking up during that, I feel like helps you push even though when you're tired and all that type of stuff. So
Do you want to tell Wade what as you get an assist on that interception?
Yeah,
What were your teammates' reactions when they all started saw the hit?
yeah, that was definitely a great moment. He told me I didn't even know. I thought it was a fumble. I thought it hit the ground, but he told me it just popped into his hands. I was like, oh, bet. So yeah, we talked about that. That was funny. So.
As a cornerback, a lot of times you don't get to kind of deliver those blows.
Yeah.
What's it like to say, okay, I finally got a shot on somebody?
It was great. It was great. I mean, the only time, cover two corner, we can trigger on bubbles and runs on. But other than that, we always playing coverage. So I mean, when you get those opportunities, it's fun. So yeah.
John, while in the posting career, Coach Sweeney was telling us actually in camp that you had a big blow up.
Yeah.
Too. Do you remember what happened on that play?
Same thing, cover two corner. I just saw the third receiver, or it was a tight end actually, but he just came out on the bubble and I triggered and had to come inside the other receiver supposed to block me, just made the tackle, pretty much. Yeah. Yes, sir.
What kind of shot of confidence was that for you?
It was nice. It was I think it was our first scrimmage. And yeah, that was definitely big. Gave me a little shot of confidence at the start of fall camp, for sure.
Any questions for Jeadyn from Zoom? Anyone else in the room? How would you describe the pecking order at corner? I mean, I know Toriano more experience than you coming into the year. How have you sort of elevated past him?
Really, I just say, whoever Coach Reed, first off, he has to feel comfortable with putting you in the game. And, really, it's up to him. Whoever he calls, you're up. You just got to be ready when he calls you, I'd say.
When did you find out you were going to get the start at Duke?
I want to say it was the day before, a couple days. Yeah, they told me in one of the meetings I was going to get the start, and I was like, bet. That's all I can say for that, and just got to be ready.
What was it like for you walking out there? Obviously, not the result you wanted that night, but being able to say, hey, this is beginning to pay off a little bit, and
Oh, yeah.
walk out on that field as a starter.
Yeah, I remember I was thinking, should I tell my parents or not? And I was like, nah, I just want them to be surprised when they see me walk out there. So, yeah, it was a great moment for me. I was very excited. And, yeah, again, another shot of confidence going into the season again. So I had a labrum on my right when I first came in the spring last year. And then I want to say I tore this one in September of last year, and I just played on it. And then we had it fixed midway through spring ball, I want to say, this past spring. So one on each side.
You think you're finally past
Yeah.
shoulder injury?
God willing, knock on wood. So, I'm feeling great, feeling healthy. So I'm just thankful for that.
How does it change the way you can play? When you don't have those kind
Oh, my gosh. Me and Pat have conversations all the time. I hate having that brace on. Obviously, you got to have it on just to make sure it doesn't go into the position that it's not supposed to. But, yeah, I can't wait till I get it off. Next year, I think, is my first season where I don't have to have any shoulder brace on of any type. So, yeah. Yeah, just this season will be the last one. Knock on wood, hopefully.
Last year against Wake, everybody's hurt.
Yep.
You're not feeling the greatest.
Yep.
You and Toriano are kind of thrown into the fire
Yep.
a little bit against an older quarterback and older wide receivers. But how much has that game helped you, you know, in kind of setting the tone for what's happened since then?
Like I said again, it's just fuel, just using that, I'd say, because I mean, especially at corner, like you don't, like when you get in, you got to make your shot count. I mean, everything is magnified when you're on that island. So I think just using that, I mean, and every time, you know, you get beat or something, you just got to on to the next play and just forget about it, but you don't forget it completely. Like when you're looking at the tape the next day, you just say, oh, I could have done this better, like technique or use your hands better. So just learning from it, I'd say.
How much of the breakdowns last year in the secondary were the result of communication issues with y'all trying to play coverage and be on the same page, and how much of it was just getting beat? It seems like it was more of the former there, this communication part between.
Yeah, I say I mean, a little bit of both, honestly. It just depends on the different plays, depending on the offense, different wide receivers. So, yeah, it just depends on a case-by-case basis, I'd say.
Anyone else for Jake? All right, thanks, Jake.
Thank y'all.